we're going to tap into this energy, starting us off with some affirmations. I am entering a portal of euphoric love. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. Spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. Out of the ashes, I rise like the golden sun. I am an embodiment of the divine feminine. There's something very, very important about embracing feminine energy in Taurus season at this time. I'm following the rhythm here, and I feel like this is going to start me off by really having to, first of all, embrace feminine energy during this time. It's very soft, it's very gentle, make use of it. Also, is what I'm getting, to attract whatever you want. This cosmic union is destined for greatness. I create and foster reciprocal relationships, high value reciprocal relationships, okay? You having to take good care of yourself in this flow that our collective is in, this high frequency. We have the lovers and equality. Very interesting. Okay, I feel like this is becoming more of a collective reading here, okay? Because we're having different experiences during this time in Taurus season. I also feel the need to say, oh, I have it in front of me, that Taurus season is to, I wrote it down, sorry. I wanted to say it in the way that I wrote it. Also, I wanted to mention that there is something very specific about using our voice. Ooh, this is coming up, okay? I'm getting the throat chakra. Properly using our voice during this time. If you are on your menstrual cycle, how you're using your voice, okay? The pelvic floor and the throat chakra is connected. Okay, that's the message that I got. But there's something about every action of creativity is an open portal. That's also very important. Yes, I think that was it. Every action of creativity is an open portal. How we're using our momentum at this time. I'm following the rhythm here, okay? We're following this divine flow, order. I'm not holding anything back. I'm channeling. Time is significant. How we're using our time and the momentum we're in and using it, activating our gifts, whatever it could be. It's a very exhilarating, integrating energy our collective is experiencing. So this could be about, politics can feel very intense, okay? So a subject like that, okay? Politics could be very intense. How people speak about it, that kind of intensity, rapid intensity. When it comes to politics, when it comes to government talk, when it comes to the noise, passion, okay, the color red. Feminine energy is to embrace everything about what feminine energy, what you can do with that energy at such a rapid time where you're able to create something, make it or break it, make it or not. It's a choice. of having to put yourself in that energy, allowing yourself to flow in that energy. So much of what you can manifest in that energy of exhilaration. It's how we are using our time. So I suppose in this case, like, as politics tense up, humanity is coming back to balance. Goddess of balance. We have Electra, equality. Humanity is fighting back. I want to use a scripture, okay? And I'm following the rhythm here as we go. 84. Psalm 84. Psalm 84. If you want to get your Bibles out. Psalm 84. Is that what it is, sir? Sorry. 84, 85, 86. 84. 84. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of wickedness. I'm following the rhythm here. There's been a lot of heartbreak. Okay, feminine. First card, it flew out actually, the Hanged Man. There's a deep sense of brokenness. You're rising feminine energy. You're very magnetic at this time, and this is what I mean by you having to use that time wisely, because the pace is exhilarating in the collective, you know what I mean? It is having more self-control. We are having to gain more self-control. And there is self-control in feminine energy. I think also at the same time, you are attracting the not good feminine. You're not attracting. You're attracting also the bad. It's as fast as like when you attract somebody that's bad for your energy to be around you, feminine. That takes away your energy. That takes away your energy, and we need your energy, feminine. We need you to stay stable. We need you to stay stable. I have the 7 of Cups with the King of Coins. I think you have been staying very stable, collective, feminine. You have been. And it's kind of driving your masculine away. I feel like he's a bit scared as well at the same time. That could be very specific for some feminine here. Your masculine is kind of pulling away. I'm following the rhythm here. Pulling away. Upright, reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ooh. A message from your masculine. Don't stop. Make it happen. They definitely want to invest over here, right? They definitely want to invest. You're masculine. They want you to keep going no matter what the circumstance looks like. If you are feminine, feeling like you cannot do it, and I think your masculine just doesn't like it when you are down. Your masculine doesn't like it when you're down. It upsets him. There's something about that that's very irritating to him. It upsets him that you're upset. It upsets him that you cry. It upsets him when you're disappointed. He sees something in you that you don't. He finds it very beautiful. And I'm talking about your flaws, feminine. Things that you are insecure about. Things that he recognizes inside of you that you don't admit to yourself. I'm following the rhythm here. He is also very much in support of you and where you are right now at this time. He wishes to be with you. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. This is how he sees you. He wants you to keep going, make it happen. I'm putting something together here. He wants you to keep going. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. That's you. He sees something in you that you probably don't see right now about yourself. He is in fact in support of that. He is also in support of the both of you investing on something here together. But it's coming up as like, yes, go for it. Make it happen. I feel like both of you guys are in a very specific flow at this time. Wheel of Fortune in reverse just means no need. There is no delay is what I'm getting here. I feel like that's a confirmation for somebody. There is no delay. You're right at the point. There is no delay. I think the slower you are to yourself, feminine, the slower you are with yourself, the better. Because there is no need to rush, feminine. Thank you. That's a very specific message coming from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Because your discernment is useful to us all collectively. So is your empathy. We need you to be stable at that. Because feminine, you make that happen. You show your empathy and it helps give balance to the collective. It's an activation, discernment. It's looking like your relationship is there is a bright light surrounding it, feminine, but you are going through such deep healing that this card also came up in the first part of this reading, the Nine of Pentacles. If you guys want to go and watch that reading, there can be messages for you there. I just felt like I needed to do a second part, but I feel like this part is more on feminine energy. Okay, feminine energy. What we could do and how to make our feminine energy useful to us all. And you are regenerating that, feminines. You're regenerating that energy. So our time and how we use our time in that rhythm, you manifest and attract Does that make sense? Regenerative. Your energy is regenerative. Empathy. You help bring balance when you show empathy to the collective. Because remember, this is bringing balance to our relationships in the collective at this time, in this season. And it's bringing about so much passion politically. And as we push through a very intense, fiery, is what I'm getting here, passion, we are birthing celebrities, artists, musicians, new artists, painters, dancers, singers. We're birthing that collectively. We're birthing this during this time, and this exhilarating speed of light is what I'm getting here, kind of energy that's coming through in the collective. Upright or reverse. Upright, reverse. Something about underground. Something's happening underground. That's the energy that's coming through. It's shaking us up. It's shaking us up from under. It's shaking us up from under. Okay, it's what I'm getting here for the collective. It's literally lighting up our ass. It's literally lighting up our ass and being like, yo, I think it's time to create. I think it's time for like some reinvention type of vibe, reinvention of the identity. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose. That's great, because I feel like when you are focused, collective, feminine, you direct that energy to use to be of service. And however you're operating in that moment, service, being of service and giving love, being of service and giving balance, being of service of having a loving kindness energy. It's how you operate out there in the middle of everyone and what you can give in service. That will bring, eventually, that will bring balance. So how you move in the pace that you go into feminine, that is important, because you are also attracting and manifesting at that time, in that very moment. What is this devil in reverse? Can we get into that, please? Your spirit team is who you go to and come back to when you are in need of support, feminine. You know what this means to you is what I'm getting. I ask my wise angels to guide me always. It just got big. The energy just got big and expanded. We have the Death, 2 of Wands, and the 5 of Coins. There's a lot of identity tune-up for this feminine. A lot of identity tune-up. That's beautiful, because how you are moving, how you are operating, where you're operating from, let's just say that, where you're operating from. There's a lot of internal, there's a lot of deep inner child wounds healing here. Upright, reverse. Upright, the Lovers. Exactly. let me give back to you. Oh, let me give back to you. That was a sweet gesture. Did you see how that felt? That was a sweet gesture. Okay. Giving back to you. Okay. I feel like this is coming from your masculine feminine. Giving back to you. I want to give back to you. Your masculine wants to give back to you because he's seen what you've been through. 8 of Wands. Over and over and over. The pain, the wounds that he sees in you. He sees that. Your masculine sees that. And he wants to step in and be a provider to you. Meanwhile, you're over here saving the world, feminine. Seriously. 7 of Coins. So diligently. You're really highly focused, feminine. It's just something that you have to do. I feel like that's to be acknowledged about you. Shout out to your masculine. Shout out masculine. Shout out to my masculine. King of Cups. Time and time and time again, feminine. You have had to go through so much. What you are healing, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of cards here, so I get into it. What you are healing, sisterhood, motherhood, how you've been perceived. Your masculine is with you every step of the way. I'm following the rhythm. How you have been treated. I am a divine child of the universe. How people have been perceiving you, the weight of what people have been perceiving you, and what they have been projecting onto you, feminine. It's also how we have also been communicating to one another, how we're interacting in the world at this time, how we use our feminine energy in that sense is very important. Like, let's say for instance, okay, this is specific, like when you see somebody not, like to bring acknowledgement back, you know, to be more acknowledgeable, to be more to acknowledge, to simply acknowledge, to simply that little nudge of encouragement, that little nudge of the temperance in the cut. Sometimes the world just needs a little bit of balance, and it takes only one person mystic individual who will do the job. And you give balance, temperance, your expressions, your throat chakra, feminine. Your pelvic floor is connected to your throat chakra. You're becoming more expressive, but in a bigger way, expansive way. And you know what, I feel like a lot of what you're expressing, perhaps in this case, a lot of your vulnerability that you're expressing, it is also weaving magic around you. You being the mystic, that's beautiful. I mean, like, if we were to look at this in a different realm, okay, You having to weave that magic around you, because you do. And even the way that you express your vulnerability, it somehow brings balance to somebody. It brings balance to humanity. You've been fighting battles when it comes to mother wounds and sister wounds, psychological as well. The balance that you're bringing is very important to the collective. I go within my shadow for deep spiritual growth. You transform and transmute your pain and your hard lessons into something beautiful. It's what you create. Expression. It's what you create that's so beautiful, rooted from all of the battles that you experience. How you express your vulnerability, feminine. If you think about Taurus season as something as an artful expression, think of Taurus as art. You having to gain so much creative ideas during this time. Your masculine is still with you, okay? I just want to say that. I'm going to put him in a very special spot. You love your masculine. He doesn't know that though, because he's a dumbass, but you love your masculine, and sometimes it's hard for you to admit that you love him very much, but you don't even want to admit that to him either. He doesn't know, but somehow he's with you. It's a very deep spiritual connection that both of you telepathically feels to a telepathic level. The 9th D is what I'm getting here. You guys are aliens. You know it, but you don't like to admit it. 7 of Swords. Excuse me, 6 of Swords. Both of you guys have been in deep spiritual shadow work. Intense, very intense. I feel like for your masculine, it's very intense. Deep transformations for your masculine, feminine. There are a lot of things balancing out here. Our collective's equilibrium is also at being balanced here. Does that make sense? Which I feel like, which explains a lot this political energy that I keep picking up on, politics. So many people have been standing up for their truth, standing up for choosing the good life and not choosing the life that make you forget about the important things in life, like being a human. I nurture and nourish my body, mind, body, and soul, and I feel like this is why it's so important for us to use our time wisely and to go as slow. I keep getting that energy. Not only have I also been seeing a lot of readings of all readers of all sorts, kinds, talking about slowing down. I am the narrator of my life. Intention. I feel like this is more about being more intentional with in which direction you're going next. Feminine. Because so much of what you are transforming, it's very healing to us all. And when you're very intentional with your process, it's even more beautiful in what you can birth. What's up, Pete? Who is it? Did it wake you up? Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Who was it? That's strange. Okay. So much is being birthed. Where are we? 30 minutes, wow. So much is being birthed. Nurture your feminine energy, collective. Let's get into some signs reading. I haven't done that in a long time, but let's do that next. I'm getting a Sagittarius energy. Let's get into it. I'll see you guys in the next one.